We're all born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. That was Pablo Picasso. And I think we've got to help our kids, all our kids, aim high in life. Not just high, but higher than high. We've got to help our kids find their passion, their art. So I'm Nick Corsten, I'm just a dad, I'm co-founder of STEAMco. One day maybe I'll be the CEO, I don't know. So STEAMco is a non-profit community enterprise that helps connect our kids with their art and our communities with their schools by running creativity days. And we want to get the whole community involved. We want people who've had kids, not had kids, got kids, whatever, to come and work with us to help us run these days. What inspired me? Well, I saw a talk by Sir Ken Robinson. I read half a book called What's the Point of School? On what we should be teaching our kids. And I went to Camp Bestel, which is really a Glastonbury for kids. And I thought, I want this in my kids' school. I've got a lovely little film my dad gave me of me when I was 1 and him with my first ever train set. And I show that to kids in schools all over the country. And how my dad gave me the greatest gift. He gave me my art. Because art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. So art could be painting, it could be photography, it could be cooking, it could be coding, it could be dancing, it could be design, it could be DJing, it could be robots, it could be rockets. The fun, the excitement that we have making and firing rockets in schools is to be seen, to be believed. This truck contains everything you need to run a creativity festival in a primary school. 30 coding kits with the BBC Microbit. We've got rocket making kits. We do cardboard challenge. We can do the egg drop. We've got a t-shirt printing machine so we can print I Love Art t-shirts. So the kids design their own logo, take a selfie. We've had thousands of posters of those done. That's with JR, French street artist JR. So we've got communities all over the country designing I Love Art logos, taking photos, and we sent them off to JR, and he's printed 1,000 of these off for us, which we fly posted all over the country. So in lockdown, we got an Arts Council grant and we built a green screen TV studio. We've been live streaming events all summer. We did a 3-day Glastonbury event where we built a half-sized pyramid stage from cardboard and code and ran 3-day events. We had Martin and Gary Kemp. We had Glenn Matlock from the Sex Pistols on stage alongside community artists, dads and their kids. And we had a young lad from Leeds called Lenny who played his piano on stage, all virtual. And that's what we want to do. Lockdown's not going to lift in a hurry, and we're running festivals from a spare bedroom here in Paddington, but we need people involved. We want people to collaborate for creativity.
I think they're doing fantastic work to see.
For me, collaboration is everything.
Elton John gave me the greatest gift. Actually, he made a film, I don't know if you saw it, with John Lewis, where basically he tells the story of how he was given a piano as a kid and worked hard and made literally $1 million. I saw that film, ripped it off, put our own subtitles on it, and Elton John retweeted it. It had 50,000 views in an hour, and I went on a 2-week UK tour from Cornwall all the way to Carlisle, showing that film, showing my train set film, talking to kids about art and creativity, letting off rockets, and inspiring schools across the country in our 12 days of Creative Christmas tour.
You've inspired one little boy in particular, a very quiet boy, and as that rocket shot into the air, we heard the words blast off come out of his mouth.
Innovation, technology, and dreams rocketing up to the sky.
The state education system, we have a lot of people feel it's been narrowed and narrowed and narrowed, focusing on teaching and testing of highly academic subjects, which are important, which are right for some kids, but it's not for everybody. And some kids come out of the education system literally broken. 9 out of 10 schools in Britain have reported cutting the arts in some way or another, which is a real tragedy. And we're going to lose that cutting-edge creativity that made Britain so famous. Creativity is Great Britain, after all. The ideal future for me would be a whole load of these trucks on the road with passionate, enthusiastic, committed, creative people, helping connect kids with their art and communities with their schools all the way across the UK. As Albert Einstein said, imagination can take us anywhere.
Don't know where everybody is. Blimey. Oh, there you are. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Give me a big wave. I can see you. You might not be able to see me, but I can see you. That's a lovely wave. Thank you very, very much. I'll see if I can get you on the screen in just a minute. My goodness, this is a bit of a panic, isn't it? Goodness me, this is so complicated. I don't know if anybody out there likes tech, but I've got a lot of tech here. Here I am in Ludlow Primary School. Everybody's inside in classes. I know you've all been in bubbles for the last year, on and off, and at home and sometimes at school. It's been quite a complicated year, hasn't it? Quite a difficult year for everybody, I think. But I'm so glad to be here. And I'd have thought somebody might have come out to see me. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here. Let me just see. I've got to get my glasses on every once in a while because I'm getting a bit old now. Sometimes I have to put my glasses on to click the right button, to click the button I need to be clicking. Let's click this one here because I can magically transport myself just round the corner. Actually, I'm just going to transport myself around the corner. Here we are. Gosh, that's better. Oh, goodness me. This is hard work. Can you put your hands up if you can still hear me? Because it's always good to know that you can still hear me. It looks like Miss Kara's sorted her phone out. That's lovely. And she's got her headphones on as well. You can tell what she got for Christmas, can't we? And if anybody is in live, we've got people, goodness me, we've got lots of people live on the internet. Miss Harris, and it's Natasha Harris says everything's working. So that's good to know. Thank you for letting us know that, Miss Harris. Mr. Stone said not getting any audio. Goodness me, I think you need to put some new batteries in your hearing aid, Mr. Stone. So it looks like it's working now. Now we have got lots of boys and girls here. I'm going to see if I can press a button and see if I can get you all up on the screen here. Let me have a look and see what I've got to do that. Let's have a look. Yes, I think we can do this. We need to change that button there. And that button there, and there you are, believe it or not. That is you lot on the screen. That is you guys up on the screen just right there. So let me see who we've got here. We've got Mr. Whitbread's class by the look of it. So let's put that one up there. Oh, hello everybody. See if we can see you. Can you see yourselves? Oops, I've zoomed in a bit too far now. Let me zoom out a little bit. I haven't got all these, I have to get my settings changed a little bit, won't I? Let's see who else we've got. Year 5, should we give Year 5 a little bit of a moment of fame? Just to remind everybody, we're all going out live on the internet here, so let's make sure we're all happy. Oh my goodness, it's no uniform day today in Year 5, Miss Smith's class. Let me see if I can get you up a little bit better than this. Where are we? Let's change that slightly and let's have you down here and let's move you so we can see you all a bit better. I think it'll be a bit better if we can see you, won't it? There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, I've cut my head off now. I'm down here, everybody. Oh my goodness, I'm underneath. Who else have we got? Robins and Wrens. Would the Robins and Wrens like to go on the screen? Should we get? You can undo your microphone if you want to. Let's when your camera's on, you can say hello if you want to. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's unmute your microphone. Yeah, well, hello. Can we hear you? I can't hear you, and it's probably my fault. Let me have a look here and see if I've not got your audio up for some reason. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's interesting. Should be able to hear. I'm just going to test the. Let me just test the Zoom audio. My goodness, let's get somebody else up, shall we? Let's see if we can get somebody else up. Who else have we got here? Miss Grant's class, Oak. Have we had them up yet? I can't remember. I can't keep track. Oh, there we are. There's Miss Grant. Hello, Miss Grant. You have to undo your microphone, but I don't even know if I can hear you. I'm just going to do a quick test. Let me test the audio here. Audio test. Test speaker. Yes, I can hear the speaker. 1 2 1 2 test.
Hello, we were on mute.
Oh, well, it's always your fault, miss, isn't it? It's always blame the teachers. That's what happens in this country, isn't it? If in doubt, we blame the teachers. What do you think of my stage here, miss? Does it look good?
Yeah.
And where are you? Are you up at Cleeview or are you somewhere else in town, part of your empire?
We're in Sandpits Road, about 10 minutes walk from Cleeview.
Oh, right. I remember that. I know somebody who's got a train in his garden around there. Did you know about that? Did you know somebody's got a steam train in his garden on just opposite the skate park, funnily enough?
Oh, yeah, no, we don't know about that. That's an interesting find.
I think that's why you probably got me back, isn't it? To tell you all about these cool things. Well, that's fantastic. So, well, you want to mute your microphone again, miss? We'll get everybody on today. Don't worry. We'll get everybody on one way or another. Oh, Mr. Stone says, yep, it's working now. Well, that's good to know, Mr. Stone. Thank you very much. And if there are any parents who want to pop a message in, do pop a message in, because would be lovely to hear from you all. I'm here. My name's Nick Corsten, and I'm a dad who, believe it or not, I actually went to Cleeview Junior School, it was called at the time, and the year it opened, I think that was probably, oh my goodness me, that was probably in 1970. And I know I don't look old enough. But I am, and it's absolutely. Oh, there's Miss Carrie. She's been getting a bit upset down. Let's get Miss Carrie up, and then she'll be famous then. There you go. Hello, Miss. Give us a wave. Turn your microphone on. Say hello. She's getting all stressed out now. Hello, Miss. So what's your job? You look very important with fancy wallpaper like that. What are you doing here?
They asked for some parents, and it looks like I'm the only one.
Oh, you're a parent. Fantastic. Well, I wouldn't have been so cheeky if I'd known. I thought you were a teacher.
It's fine.
Fantastic. And you're quite happy about being on the internet, are you? Like this on YouTube and
I don't mind.
You'd have done your hair.
All games.
Also, you have done your hair. I shouldn't have said that. So me and my big mouth. I'll get enough said, I think. Well, thank you very much. If you'd like to, if you want to comment at any time, we're going to ask lots of tricky questions. So please get ready for our tricky questions, won't you? We've got lots of tricky questions coming up today. Oh, that was fantastic. How exciting was that? Now, today is a very, very special day for lots of reasons, actually, because today is actually, stop that again, do we? It's actually called the Education Arts Festival Day, which is all about creativity. And schools all over Britain are sharing their art, whatever their art is. It's a really exciting day. And it comes at the same time as a thing called the Inspired to Learn Tour. And I'm travelling all over the country, talking to boys and girls about the importance of being inspired to learn. And I'm live streaming that, and I'm driving all over the country doing this live. Now, today is a very special session because today is what we're calling the Aim High 21 Day. And my computer's just stopped doing something I wanted it to do. So I'm just going to see why that is. Let me have a look. Load my data settings. You'll see how complicated this is in a minute. Miss Grant will want her money back if I don't get this working a bit better, you see. So, it didn't cost her anything. Oh, not to worry. Well, it doesn't seem to want to work, does it? Oh, that's strange. Oh, not to worry. I'll do it all manually. So I've got a cool button here so I can make that go like that. Now, boys and girls, today I'm going to tell you about something that might help you make a little bit of money one day. Hands up if you'd like to make some money one day. Yes, I thought a few people in Miss Froggatt's class would. Oh, and Oak as well, and Miss Grant's class. Everybody wants to make some money. Okay. Well, how about I tell you about something that you could use one day, maybe to make a few friends. Hands up if you'd like to make a few friends one day. A few people would like to make some more friends. Great. Now, that doesn't mean you don't like the friends you've got, does it? But it does mean that maybe you could have some different ones or some more, because you can never have enough friends in the world, I don't think, anyway. And the third thing, that what I'm going to tell you about today is going to help you make the world a better place. Going to help you make the world a better place. Hands up if you'd like to make the world a better place. Fantastic. Look at all these boys and girls who want to make a better world, because it's going to be my world one day. You know that, don't you? It's going to be my world one day. and we want to make sure it's much, much better than it is. Oh, we've just had a shout out from Robin's mummy, Lottie from Robin's mummy here watching. Good morning, everybody. That's from Kimberly Wells. I don't know if anybody in the school knows somebody called Kimberly Wells, but she's just popped a message in. Thank you very much for that. Oh, Sarah Drew as well. All the parents have worked out how to do it now. Got lots and lots of messages. That's absolutely fantastic. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, something that could help you make some money. Something that could help you make a few friends, and something that could help you make the world a better place. I wonder what that could be. Has anybody got any ideas what that could possibly be? Why don't you ask your friends just for 10 seconds, say, I wonder what that could be. What do you think it could be that Nick is talking about that might help us make the world a better place, make some money? Can you think? And while you do that, I'm going to show you a little film clip actually, because I've been very, very busy. I'm very, very grateful because Miss Grant let me in the school last night, believe it or not. And when I was in the school last night, I got very, very busy. And I got my cardboard out and I got my knife out. And with a little bit of help of some people who came up from Dorchester to help me, we did some building, we did some creating, we did some making. And we made a cardboard cathedral. Hands up if you like my cardboard cathedral. It looks a bit like Ludlow Church, doesn't it? It looks a little bit like Ludlow Church. Hands up as high as you can go if you like my cathedral. As high without standing up. That's fantastic. Really, really fantastic. That's great going high. Because what we did, Miss Grant let me build a cathedral in the school playground. And that is what we have done. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it when you came to school this morning? Did anybody see my cathedral? And if you look very, very closely, you might be able to see me on there. Can you see me? I'm down here, everybody. Can you see me? I'm here. Wave to me. I can see you waving. Nobody, Miss Jones's class is waving, not to worry. And basically what we've done is we have built that cardboard cathedral in your school playground. And today we're going to do a whole day of talks from that school playground on what we call, as I say, our Inspired to Learn tour. Now, I don't know if you noticed in that video earlier when I was chatting away, but basically I am just a dad. And that's me and my two boys, Sam and Jesse. We made an electric car at school. And I don't know if you know, but 5 years ago, we brought it to Ludlow School, Ludlow Junior, Ludlow Primary School. And there we are at Ludlow Primary School with the car that we built at the back there. And also this amazing electric car. This is a Tesla sports car. And I was loaned that by a lovely man called Mr. Lywood, actually, who lives near Ludlow in Clun, up that way. And he let me borrow it, and we had a drive around. It was fantastic because it was a little electric car and a big electric car. And the reason we showed these electric cars is because we need to inspire all of you boys and girls to want to make things. We need to inspire you to want to make electric cars like this little one, or big electric cars like this Tesla. And everything in that trailer at the back is designed to help you be creative. It's designed to help you use your imagination. It's designed to help you make things. It's designed to help you make the world a better place. And I want to get 20 of those trailers to go all over the country, but we'll talk about that later on. We had a fantastic time when I was in Ludlow last time. Oh my goodness. It was absolutely super. And this is a photo here of the previous head teacher there, Miss Swan. And I don't think Miss Grant's there. I think Miss Grant was probably in the trailer, actually. And that's my mum and dad, who lived in Ludlow for 50 years now. I was born in Ludlow. Goodness me, about 21 years ago I was born in Ludlow, I think it was. 21, 22 years. I can't remember exactly how old I am now. And that's my mum and dad, who I love very much. And my mum's been very, very poorly. She's got pneumonia at the moment, or some problems with her chest, so she can't leave the house. So she's watching now. Can you all do me a big, big favour? Could you all do me a big, big favour and wave to my mum and dad for me? Because they've worked very, very hard for the community over the years and done place schemes and used to be governor at the school there. So that will make my mum very, very happy, I know. Here she is actually making rockets. My mum is one of the best people I know at making rockets, because when we did a steam code day at Ludlow Junior School, she came and made rockets. And that was 5 years ago. Just amazing, isn't it, how long ago that was? So why on earth have I built a cardboard pyramid stage? Oops, I'm all over the place. Why have I built this cathedral, this Coventry Cathedral, with a stage over there that boys and girls can play on, and with a stage in the middle for me to dance and talk on, and some signs over there? Why on earth have I done that? Well, that is probably a very, very good question, and I know a lot of people ask me questions like that. But basically, it was inspired by this school here. This is Joseph Cash Primary School, and they're in Coventry. Has anybody ever been to Coventry? Have any of you ever been, or a few hands have gone up there, have gone to Coventry? Maybe you've been to see the football, or maybe you've seen it. Now, Coventry isn't actually very far from Ludlow. Sometimes when I do this, it's a long, long way away. Coventry is the dot on the left-hand side. Let's see if I can get myself up on there. So Coventry is there, and I actually live here now in London. I live down in London, and all the way over there is Ludlow. So you're not very far from Coventry, so you really should go to Coventry, and I'll tell you why in a minute, why you should be going to Coventry, because it's a very, very interesting place this year. Now, Coventry had a cathedral, a bit like Ludlow Church. And in the war, it got bombed, and all the lovely stained glass windows and all the lovely chairs got damaged. And in the old days, in churches, you used to have to sit still. You used to have to sit still in rows and be quiet. And the church was bombed, and they built a new one. And oh my goodness, the new one is absolutely beautiful. It rose from the ashes as a sign of togetherness, a sign of aspiration, a sign of hope. It's got lovely modern architectural features, and they built the new one onto the back of the old one, believe it or not. And it's got lovely stained glass window, and a bit like Ludlow Church now, the space at St Lawrence. It's got chairs in groups and in circles, and they can move the chairs, and they can use it for different events and different community events. Coventry Cathedral is absolutely wonderful. And Miss Nelson, the head teacher at that school, let us build a Coventry Cathedral in her school playground. And basically what we're doing is I'm taking it all over the country, thanks to Miss Nelson, the head teacher here, and one of her children. And it's a lovely school at Joseph Cash Primary. I love this. Nothing is impossible. If you remember one thing today, boys and girls, nothing is impossible, because the world itself says I'm possible. I got distracted then because Natasha Harris just popped a message up. Hello, I'm Alicia and Alfie and Annabelle's mum. Good morning all, hope you're having a lovely day. I keep getting these messages, it's a bit distracting. These mums, what they're like, looking fab, Ludlow Primary School. That's Finley's mum, Holly Waters. Hello. Got another shout out from Faye Dams, Freya's mum from Robin's class here. Good morning everybody. And Lottie here from Robin's mum. Good morning everybody. I've got a very special person in the room here. Just come and say hello, Sam. This is my big boy. Come and say hello, because your grandma and grandpa are watching. Come over here a bit. This is, hang on a second. No, Sam, you're not on there. Sam, come back. You weren't on, sorry. This is my big boy, Sam, who's now grown up. Come over here. Look, you're not quite on the camera there. This is my big boy, Sam. And his grandma will be sitting at home now thinking, oh, that's Sam, my lovely little grandson. And he's having his last day at school today. Go to school, son. Oh my goodness, this is live television, isn't it? How fantastic. You don't know how amazing it was to get my big boy Sam. He's off to art college. I'm so proud of him. He's done super, super well. Now I've got to get he made me click the wrong button there. That's what happens when your son's coming. You get a little bit confused with things. So we had a look at that one, didn't we? And this lady here says, one child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. Boys and girls, you have to understand that you, with your writing and your maths and your creativity, you can change the world. You can make the world a much, much better place. Here we are, J.K. Rowling. She says, it doesn't matter who you were born, it's what you come out to be, what you grow to be that's important. Albert Einstein, a person who's never made a mistake, has never tried anything new. And it's so important, all you boys and girls, keep trying. It's so important that you try hard with what you do at school and work hard. Hands up if you're working super, super hard at school. Hands up if you're working really, really hard. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to give you some tips today to make some money, to make some friends, to make the world a better place. Like they do at Joseph Cash Primary, they do lots of cool and exciting things, and that's what we're going to do today. Oops, I played you that already, didn't I? Tell you what though, hands up if you'd like to see one of my favourite ever films. Would you like to see it? I want you all to watch this film very carefully, including you, please, Carrie. Can I call you Carrie? Is it all right if I call you Carrie? I can call you Carrie, that's good. I've got witnesses there, so don't get me into trouble when your husband comes home saying, what are you doing calling my wife Carrie? So, Carrie, boys and girls, everybody at home, Natasha Harris, Holly Waters, Faye Dams, Kimberly, Sarah Drew, I want you all to watch this film very, very carefully. So watch this film very carefully. Man who plays the piano.
Just feeling inside.
Lots of people want to be famous. Lots of people want to be rich and famous, but it's a bit lonely sometimes.
Don't have much money.
Hasn't got much money. I think he's got lots of money. Look how many people came to see him play at this concert.
Sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling shoe. I know it's not much, but it's the best.
Playing the piano on top of the pops. I bet Carrie can't even play on top of the pops.
My gift is my song,
and he's given this song.
This one's for you.
He's given this song to all of you. Look at him here playing the piano. He's playing the piano at a party, making everybody happy and dancing and singing.
This is your song. It may be quite simple.
Here he is at the school concert. Do you think his mum's proud of him?
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down the word.
And here he is on Christmas Day. What do you think he's going to get for Christmas?
Wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Hands up if you liked that film. Hands up if you liked that film. Hands up if you think you know what it was about. What was that film about? I'm going to ask you all. Oh, Miss Carrie's got her hand up. We're going to come to her in a minute. She can't wait to tell me what she thought that film was about. Okay, everybody. What I want you all to do is to think about that film and think of one word that you think that film was about. One word. I'm going to give you 10 seconds, and what I want you to do, I want you to ask the person beside you what their word is, and in a minute we're going to get the cameras and the microphones on, and we're going to ask you what your word was, what your friend's word was. So starting now from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, who have we got here? Let's go to somebody in Robbins and Wren's. And anybody in Robbins and Wren's going to give me a word? Robbins and Wren's, hello, give me all a wave while we think of somebody who's going to come on. With your microphones on, is somebody going to tell me a word of what they thought that film was about? What did they think of when they saw that film? I can't hear you. Is your audio not on, do you think? Or is it me again? No, it looks like it's not me. Is your microphone working? Not to worry. That was a lovely wave, Robbins and Wren's. Let's see if we can go to Miss Whitbread's class in year 6 and see if their microphone's working. Can you yep. Hello, Robin. Oh, I've got to get you on the screen first. There we go. Robbins and Wren's, hello. Oh, hey, on the front row. Has anybody got a word? One word.
One word. Okay. Succeeding was the word.
Succeeding. You're not seeding that in there, sir, are you? You're not cheating on me. Did somebody say succeeding? I can honestly tell you, I've done this show once or twice, as I'm sure you can imagine, and I don't think anybody has ever said succeeding before. And I don't say that to everybody. That is a wonderful word, and I'm very proud of everybody at Ludlow Junior School Primary School for coming up with such a great word. Anybody else got a word in there? So I heard piano. That was a good word, wasn't it? I enjoyed that.
Okay. A little bit louder.
Get some words from home as well. What have we got?
Music.
Music. That's a great one. Thank you, sir. Let's get your microphone muted again. And we'll go now to, where should we go to? Miss Smith's class in year 5. Let's get them to unmute. Oh, panic, 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 panic. Oh, hello. It's not about you, it's about the children. Hello. Fantastic.
Right, do you want to say the word? Yeah, shout it out then.
Inspiring.
Pardon?
Say it again.
Inspiring.
That's a great word. Wow, fantastic. That's a great one.
And you had one as well. Do you want to shout yours out as well?
Happiness.
Happiness, that's a great one.
Yeah, we had happiness as well. We had inspiring and happiness.
That's a lovely one. Okay, well, fantastic. Thank you. Let's see if we can get some words from people at home as well. Let's get them to type their words up from home, shall we? I'm just typed a message in the screen there. I'm going to flash that up on the screen. Any words at home, everybody? Let's go to another class. Let's do one more because we're going to play this. You're very good. Everybody's very, very good here. Have we had Miss Davenport's class? Let's get them. They're going to burst if I don't pick one of them, I think, in a minute. Miss Davenport's class. Let's get your microphone unmuted. Oh, where's Miss Davenport gone? She just left you to it. Oh dear, this is a nightmare, isn't it? Safeguarding crisis in the making, this is. Here we go. Or you just had to show Miss how to do it, did you? Fantastic. Who's got a couple of words for me in Miss Davenport's class that film made them think of?
Art.
Art. Whoa. Did you say art or arts?
Art or arts? Which one? Art.
Oh, very good. That's very good. Can I have a big wave at the teaching assistant at the back, please? Hello, Miss at the back. Hello, sitting in the sun. Hello, lovely to see you sitting. Are you a teaching assistant? Oh, you're not. I beg your pardon. So if I just put my foot in it, I'll carry on. Oops, you're nice and blurred anyway. Sorry about that. Miss Grant's going to pull the plug on me now if I'm not careful. Let's just have one more. How about year 1? Anybody in year 1? Oh, hello, year 1. Who's that? You've got a pirate sitting on the windowsill. Fantastic. Have you got a word for me, year 1?
Our word was enthusiastic.
No, year 1 had a 3 or 4 syllable word. Enthusiastic. That's a 5-syllable word.
I know.
That's fantastic.
What can we say as well? Because we're enthusiastic.
Oh my goodness, I could do this all day. I could do this all day. This is just wonderful. Such excitement and such enthusiasm from all the boys and girls there. Absolutely fantastic. So somebody actually, and I think the important thing to say here, everybody, is that there is no right or wrong here. There's no right or wrong. Somebody said art, because that's what I think it was about. I do actually think that it was about art. And I think, I'm just going to change something here a bit quickly. Hang on a second. Let me just I think that film was about art. Now, my question to all of you, I mean, I love art so much. I've got the t-shirt. I've got an I Love Art t-shirt on. I don't know if you can see my I Love Art t-shirt. But my question to you now then, in another 10 seconds, to ask your friend, what is art? What is art? Have a think about that for 10 seconds and let's get some answers from home. Oh, Holly Waters at home said practice. You're on to the next one now, Miss Waters. What is art? 10 seconds, go. And let's have some answers from home, please, this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to the gallery view. Hands up if you've got a good word for what art is. In fact, I'm going to start with the mums. Let's get Carrie up, shall we? Come on, Carrie, unmute that microphone. Unmute your microphone. Let's get you up on the screen here. Test 1 2. Can you just say microphone test 1 2?
I can hear you. Test 1 2.
There we go. You're not playing my games today, are you? Not to worry. Okay, so art is what?
Sharing.
One word.
A vision.
One word. Oh, hang on. That was deep and profound. That was. Are you a philosopher? Are you at home writing philosophy books or something? This is amazing. Okay, let's say art is
beautiful.
No, hang on. You said sharing a vision a minute ago. So that was.
Sharing a vision.
Word? No, but I want one word. I want one word from that. I don't want 3 words.
Sharing.
So okay, that's good. I think that's lovely, actually. Yeah, I was thinking of the vision word, but I think sharing was what you were talking about, wasn't it? That's amazing. Yeah. I tell you, if you ever want a job with me, you're welcome anytime. I tell you, that was absolutely brilliant. Well done. So let's get back to everybody else. Who else have we got? Is anybody else dying to give me a word for what art is? Miss Davenport's class. Let's see who we've got in there. You get ready to unmute that microphone. Let's have a look. Oh, it's that little lad again. It's good job we've got a good unmuter in the front there. Can you give him a fist bump, please? Can you give that man the fist bump for doing great unmuting there? There we go. Fantastic. What's your word, guys? Art is what?
Art is what? Talent.
Art is talent. That's a good one. I like that. I do like that. Anybody else? Somebody at the back. Those girls are going to burst on that table. Come on, girls. Art is what?
Creativity.
Art is creativity. One more at the back. One of those girls that they know how to get themselves answered, don't they? Shouting like that. Art is what, young lady?
Designing.
Art is designing. That's very good. Can you ask Miss at the back what her word is? The lady is sunbathing at the back. Art is what?
I wasn't expecting that. What was it?
You came to work for a day off, didn't you? Sorry, art is talent. That's a lovely one. Thank you, Miss. That's wonderful. Thank you all. I've got a bit of news for you, actually. This is my party, and I'll cheat if I want to. It's my party and I'll cheat if I want to, because I'm going to answer with a sentence. Because for me, my art, our art, your art is what we call it when what we do connects us to somebody else. Art is what we call it when what we do connects us to somebody else. Art. This is Grayson Perry, who's one of the world's most famous artists, and he dresses up like a lady and throws cakes at people sometimes. Now, would you agree that he's connected with you? And he's got a fantastic programme on Channel 4 at the moment with his wife Philippa, all about how art connects. And the art club. Your art could be painting, your art could be photography, your art could be dancing. Who likes dancing? Your art could be graphic design, like Morag Myerscough here, who does fantastic graphic design and colours and fonts. Your art could be DJing, like Phil Morris, who lives down by my mum in Fishmore. He's a great DJ. He taught me to DJ in 1977 at our street party, believe it or not. Your art could be fashion, like Victoria Beckham designing clothes and making lots of money from that. Your art could be football. Hands up if you like football, everybody. I bet loads of you like football. Well, football is an art if it connects. And I'm sure when you watch your favourite footballers, they connect with you. Your art could be cooking like the Big Bake Off. Your art could be coding. This man's job is making computer games. And he doesn't sit around playing them all the time. He makes them. He designs them with his friends. Your art could be rockets. I love rockets. This is one of my favourite rockets, and this is a dynamite rocket. Who'd like me to come to Ludlow Primary School and fire a dynamite rocket off one day? Would you like that? I'll have a chat with Miss Grant and see if we can arrange that sometime very soon. Your art could be like Stephenson's rocket. This is a steam engine. The world's first steam train was invented by a boy called George Stephenson, who could not read when he was 14. Because he had to go and work in a coal mine when he was 4. Who's in year one? Year one, have they gone out for a break now? If you're in year one, you're probably 4 or 5 or 6. And imagine going to work in a coal mine for 12 hours a day. And what he did, he saved up his money and learnt to read and write and ended up inventing the world's first passenger carrying steam train, Stephenson's rocket, that went like a rocket as well. Your art could be robots. I don't know if anybody likes robots. I've got a super cool robot here. This robot here is called JD. And he can walk, he can talk, he can sing, he can look at your face and work out how old you are. He is incredible. He's got artificial intelligence. And I might even have a competition to win one of those when we come to your school in a month. Oh, I've given it away. I've told you I'm actually coming. Oh my goodness, Carrie can't wait. She's going to lock her doors pretty strong. I tell you, she is. I've got a really cool robot under here. Let me see if I can find you my really cool robot. Now this is one, when I was a little boy, you can ask my mum, I used to love making things out of Lego. And this is a robot that I made out of Lego. And it's a super, super cool robot. And basically, it does something really, really special. I don't know if you can guess what it does, but basically, I've got something in my ear here. Oh, there we go. It can actually do a Rubik's Cube. And what we do is we have to turn it on. This is the computer brain here. This little box here is the computer brain. And it's got a camera there. It's got some motors. And what I have to do is get my Rubik's Cube and put my Rubik's Cube in there like that. And it starts to solve the puzzle. And it's having a think about it. And this is a video of it actually doing it. And the camera scans and the motors turn and it turns it around all the different positions so that it can work out where everything is. And then what it does, it stops and has a think about it and thinks, well, where are all these pieces? Okay. It stops for a think. And then it starts to solve the Rubik's Cube. And the Rubik's Cube now is scanning and working, and it takes 2 minutes, 30 seconds to solve the Rubik's Cube. So we'll speed it up because we haven't got 2 minutes. And this, believe it or not, is a 15-year-old robot that I made with Lego. And fortunately, and there we go. Let's zoom in there. Oops, let's get this up. I'm a bit fingers and thumbs this morning, I'm afraid. And there is that Rubik's Cube solved. Hands up if you think that is a clever robot. Carrie doesn't. Oh, Carrie's put her hand up. I was going to say, I don't know what it's going to take to impress you, miss, if you didn't think that was clever. That is a robot. I think it's quite clever, but I don't think it's very clever. Because this robot can only do one thing, and that's solve a Rubik's Cube. And if you had the book with the 32 million ways of doing a Rubik's Cube, you could just look it up, and that's all that brain does. It looks up what to do and does it. And you can solve a Rubik's Cube in 32 goes if you know what to do. And that's all this can do. So hands up, boys and girls, if you can swim. Hands up if you can do your 2 times table. No cheating, Carrie. And hands up if you can put jam on a piece of bread. Because this robot can't do any of those 3 things that you said you can do. So you can do 3 things that this robot can't do. What's clever, what's really, really cool is the woman or the man or the boy or the girl who invented this robot, because I didn't invent it. I downloaded the instructions and I made it with a kit that I got off eBay, which actually I was given it, but they're 60 quid on eBay, these kits now, because it's 15 years old. And that's why it takes 2 minutes to solve the puzzle. It's invented by a man called David Gilday, who designs and helps make the chips, the computer chips that make smartphones and tablets work. Now, he's clever because he made this with all the pieces in one special Lego set. And this is his latest Lego robot. And this one uses a smartphone instead of a 15-year-old.
3.253 seconds. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
3.25 seconds. Now, hands up if you think That was clever. You going to put your hand up, Carrie? Are you, just out of interest, are you single or married, Carrie, just out of interest? Because I think David might be available if that's the sort of thing that impresses you. But seriously, it's the creativity, it's the tech skills, it's the coding skills of people like David Gilday and the women that learnt to code. The first ever coder, the person who invented coding was a woman called Ada Lovelace. About 200 years ago, she invented coding. A woman invented it, and it took a man to come along and do something useful with it. Check this out. This is a really clever robot. This is a Rubik's Cube robot where the robot is inside the Rubik's Cube. Look. And we can't hear that, can we? Because I turned it down.
Now, I just met this man, Takeshi here, who for the past 3 years has been working on a self-solving Rubik's Cube. And it may be the coolest thing in all of Maker Faire I've seen this year. Takeshi had time to explain to me how it works.
And basically, he took a Rubik's Cube apart and put a robot inside it. And that is, I think, the coolest robot I've ever seen in my life. And this is David Gilday who invented that robot there. And all these videos are available on our website. So what I'm passionate about, everybody, is art. I love art. I love art so much. I bought the t-shirt. I love art so much. I've come here today to talk to you because I want to help you find your art. Oh, that's never a good time to get a phone call, is it? I want to help you find something you could make some money with. I want you to find something you could make some friends with. I want you to find something that you can make the world a better place with. Photography, photographs, cooking, painting, dancing, drawing, robots, rockets, whatever. And your mums and dads, I know, want to help you. And I know your mums and dads want to give you the greatest gifts they can. And I say that there are 3 greatest gifts that you can give a child. One is a little bit of your time. To sit and play, to sit and read, to be together. Oops. You could give your children some stories, maybe some books, and I love books. I've got lots and lots of books piled out here everywhere. These are some of my favourite books, these Alex Rider books, Anthony Horowitz. Does anybody like Anthony Horowitz? Because I've got some of his signed books we'll bring up when we come up as well. We'll have to get there. I've got some of those left. And the third thing is your art. So if your parents, your carers, your brothers and sisters want to give you the greatest gifts, they will give you some time, some stories, and some art. Now, this is me with my dad when I was 1 year old. I'm 1 year old there, and here I am with my dad and my first ever train set. He says, see how my dad showed me how to make a bridge with my arm, because my dad showed me how to use my imagination. He showed me how to make a bridge with my arm. He gave me the greatest gift. He gave me some time to play with me. He gave me some stories to tell you now, and he gave me my art, because I went to university to become an engineer, to make things with metal, with electricity, with concrete, with chemicals, because engineering is a great way of making a better world for everybody. And that's why art is so important. The boys and girls here at Cash Primary in Coventry. And when I come to Ludlow next, I want you all to make I Love Art signs and to draw your own little logo and your own little sign like that. And we'll print some of them on t-shirts for you. Hands up if you'd like an I Love Art t-shirt sometime. Oh dear, a few of you. Okay, that's going to keep you busy, isn't it? Now, I've mentioned Coventry a few times today, and Coventry is very important because Coventry is now the city of culture. So for the next year, there are going to be lots of exciting events and things happening with art and culture and design and storytelling and music and dancing. Absolutely fantastic. And next year, there's a national festival of creativity called the Festival UK 2022. And what I want to do is to do my own one called the Festival 22. And we're going to go all over the country and we're going to do something at Ironbridge. We're going to have a fantastic time because I love going all over the country, doing storytelling like this, talking to boys and girls, showing them my video of me and my train set. And I used to love going to festivals. Has anybody ever been to Glastonbury Festival? Hands up if you've heard of Glastonbury Festival. Because a year ago, I had an idea. I looked at Glastonbury and I looked at their super big pyramid stage and I thought, I know what, why don't we have our own Glastonbury Festival? Why don't we build our own pyramid stage out of cardboard boxes for a weekend and have a festival? And that is exactly what we did, because Mr. Walton at a school in Glastonbury let us build our own cardboard pyramid stage that you can see on the screen here. We had a fantastic time. We put a pirate flag on the top, and we had boys and girls doing performances and singing, and we said, hey, we're pirates, we've stolen Glastonbury, and we're actually making it not just for music, but we made our own Glastonbury to celebrate all sorts of art. And in fact, you could say we built an art gallery that the boys and girls could play on, could perform on, and we had a thing called Your Glasto. And I got a phone call about 2 months ago from a lovely lady called Anita Bigsby, and she runs the Ludlow Fringe Festival. Hands up if you've heard of Ludlow Fringe Festival. Because, oh, Carrie's put a finger up, that's all good. Miss Bigsby, Anita Bigsby, said, Nick, would you like to come to Ludlow again and be part of Ludlow Fringe Festival? And I said, yes, please. And I am delighted to say that I've been called the patron, #patron21 of Ludlow Fringe Festival 21. And I'm so excited, and I'm proud, because I'm going to bring some ideas back to Ludlow for the Ludlow Fringe Festival. And they're letting me run a thing called the #ArtConnects21 programme. I'm doing 10 different events, and you will never believe. Kelvin, the vicar, the rector at Ludlow Parish Church, Ludlow St Lawrence Parish Church, is letting me use the church for a big event. And I don't know if you've been in there lately, but it's a bit like Coventry Cathedral. They call it the space at St Lawrence. And basically you can move the chairs around. So you can have concerts there, you can have markets, you can do talks, you can go and worship, you can do whatever you want. As long as the vicar, as long as Rector Kelvin Price says you can do it. So basically that's what we're going to be doing. And I am doing an event called the Art of Dads. A very special event, because I'm going to be there with my dad, and we're going to talk about things like this book which my dad found in the Oxfam bookshop in Ludlow about 4 boys who didn't want to be coal miners. They looked to the sky, they saw the Sputnik and learnt to make rockets, and that's the Rocket Boy story. And Homer Hickam, the author of this book, is going to join us at Ludlow St Lawrence Church from America on that day. It's going to be a fantastic day on the 1st of July. And I want all your mums and dads and any of you that want to come, we want to fill the church with people who care about children. And this is one of the most fantastic pictures I saw lately. This is a picture I saw on Facebook of a boy in an autograss car with his dad, who's helped him manage it and maintain it, and his mum there who's helped out and maybe made some sandwiches and encouraged him and said, keep trying, son. And that lad's name is Kevin Mumford. And he is an old friend of mine from school when I was at Ludlow Primary School and at St Lawrence's. And he's now a lorry driver. And he said, I can use that picture and tell everybody about how his dad inspired him. And Kevin's a granddad now, and he's driving all over the country, working really hard to deliver things. He was delivering some oil to Hereford the other day. And if ever you see Kevin Mumford, you give him a big old wave for me, because I'm very grateful to him for letting me use that picture, because that photo inspired me to run an event, not just about me, not just about my dad, but about all our dads, all our mums, all our carers, people who care. Who care about creativity, who care about children, and who care about all our futures, just like Kevin's mum and dad did. And sadly, Kevin's dad died a few weeks ago, and Kevin managed to get a vintage lorry to take him for his last drive with. Very special. We've got another event called the Art of Rebels, people who are a bit cheeky and a bit naughty. And this man, and this is a world exclusive because nobody in Ludlow knows this yet, but this man is Glenn Matlock. Whoops. I just clicked the wrong way, didn't I? Why did that happen? There we go. This man here, his name is Glenn Matlock, and he had a band called the Pistols in 1976. And he is coming to Ludlow to do a concert and a talk all about the art of rebels. And I've got a local Ludlow punk band, Gary Ward and Nigel are going to play with their band as well. It's going to be fantastic. So we're doing that at Ludlow Brewery. But the most exciting thing, Ludlow Primary School, I am delighted to announce that on 24th of June, we are having a Glastonbury festival there at Ludlow Primary School. We are going to build a cardboard pyramid stage on your playground for #YourGlasto. Carrie's going to come along and sing. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Well, she might make the sandwiches or do the stage management or do the lighting. I don't know what her strengths and skills are yet. We haven't got that close. But I want you all to be part of this. Who wants to be part? Can we have those microphones undone, please? Let's undo some microphones. I want everybody to hear people say, me. It's part of your Glasto. Oh, I got a couple of hands up. Fantastic. I don't know if any of you can play. I don't know if any of you can sing. But that's what we're going to do. We are going to get you all part of our Glastonbury Festival as part of the Ludlow Fringe. And when you go home tonight, you might find that a programme for the Ludlow Fringe has come through your door. And if it has, it will have information all about the events that I'm running under the Art Connects 21 programme, but also all the other super stuff that Anita Bigsby and Nick and Jack and Lucy and Claire have worked so hard to pull together for all of you, because it takes a whole team to make a festival happen, but it takes people like you and your mums and dads to spread the word to be part of it. So it's going to be absolutely, absolutely fantastic, as I hope you'll agree. And there's something very special for all of you. Does anybody like snails? I don't mean eating them. I know Carrie likes snails with a bit of garlic butter. But no, we've got a competition with Ludlow Fringe for you to make a snail trail. And what they want you to do is to make snails from clay and paint them. And we're going to put them in different places and hide them using a system called What 3 Words. And everywhere in the world, every square metre in the world can be defined with 3 words. And you're going to find your words and hide your snail and put it on the website and say where they are. It's all a bit complicated to explain now. But I know that Matthew and Jack and Nicola at the moment are making a film, and next week you'll be able to watch a film how to make a snail. My goodness, I can't believe how excited this all is. This is the Inspire to Learn tour. Today's the Aim High session, and we're going to be coming back. We're coming back to Ludlow for a whole month of excitement and activities. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And we are going to do a Rocket Kids Day there at Ludlow Primary School, where you're going to get to do lots and lots of super cool things. Finding your art, whether it's money, whether it's making friends, whether it's making the world a better place, whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do that on this event. You'll be able to design I Love Art logos, and you'll be able to, hang on a second, I've got lots of juggling over here to do. You'll be able to design your own I Love Art t-shirts. If anybody wants to design and make one of those, you fancy one of those, Carrie? You got your eye on a nice I Love Art t-shirt. She fancies one of those. That's fantastic. You're going to be able to, whoops, sorry. I just downloaded a video and it started playing on my other earphones. And we're going to look at inventing. We're going to do coding. We're going to show you how to do coding with a BBC microbit, so you can all do some coding. And we're going to make rockets. Hands up if you want to make a rocket. Hands up if yours is going to be the best. Because Carrie's going to help you make rockets. I know she's going to help you make lots of rockets, aren't you, Carrie? Fantastic. And today we're going to be live streaming all day for the Education Arts Festival, as I say. But I've just had a message. We have got video from a satellite above Ludlow of the tower of the cathedral taking off. No, they don't want to see that. No, they're all bored. They want to go out for a break now. We're running 10 minutes late. No, the boys and girls don't want to see the tower of the cathedral taking off in the playground. Carrie might, but she's a mum. And that, we don't care about the parents. No, never mind about them. Well, we're going to show it anyway. I'll ask the boys and girls, hands up if you would like to see the tower of a cathedral take off in your playground. Okay, they want to see it. Can you get the film ready, please? Can we download? Oh, Carrie's not bothered. Okay, can we download the video? Now, I've just seen something very interesting. Has anybody in the school at the moment got any art that they'd like to tell us about? I can see a trombone on the table there in Miss Froggatt's class. I want to know what this trombone's all about. Let's get that microphone unmuted and get that, whoever's got that trombone there. Can you come up, please? Fantastic. Oh, I've got 2 trombones. Can you play the trombones?
So these are what they were playing last year in year 5. We've got a few of them that have been learnt to play the trombones in year 5. So they've got them back out for you today.
Are they able to make a noise without bursting anybody's eardrums at the moment?
They can. Shall we count you in, boys, so we can do your little thing that you did a minute ago? Yeah, ready?
Whoa.
3. Hang on, they're getting ready.
This is so exciting.
Okay, we'll do it, don't worry. 3, 2, 1, go. To be fair, it was very much thrown upon them about 20 minutes before this assembly started. So they did pretty well.
To be fair, Miss Froggatt, we could not have asked for more than that. That was absolutely wonderful. I don't know if you boys and girls know 2 things. One, how lucky you are to be in a school where creativity and the arts are offered to boys and girls. We only had recorders when I was there. Actually, I used to play the cello. I was never very good at that. But you've got something there that will help you be good at maths. It will help you be good at other things in school. It will help you make friends. It will help you make some money. And it will help you make the world a better place, because music and art and culture is what got us through the lockdown. Do you remember how we celebrated and how we used to make music on Thursday nights? Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. We'll get you on stage. Would you like to play on our Glastonbury stage when we come in the summer? Would you like to do that? Fantastic. I think you'll have a few groupies for that. Here, have we got anybody else? Can we see if anybody else is going to tell us about their art? Anybody else quickly? In Miss Grant's class, did she have anybody lined up to talk about any pictures or any poetry? Or doesn't matter if we didn't. Oops, who's that in Miss Jones's class? Oh, I'm seeing lots of lovely work there. Let's come and tell me about your work there, Miss Jones's class. That's lovely. Ash class.
Girls, do you want to say? So who's the artist that you were looking at? Daniel Burnham. And why did you like doing that work?
Can you repeat what they're saying, miss? Because I can't quite hear here very well.
Can't quite hear them. Hold them up, girls, so you can see. So they were looking at Daniel Burnham, who's an architect, and they were looking and following their designs. And it was something very unusual. They hadn't done it before. When they were talking before, they were saying how they really had to work hard. They made lots of mistakes. And they kept going. It was something new that they hadn't done before. And they were really impressed with themselves when they completed some of their sketches. And they were only sketches, but they were learning how to use perspective and pencil drawings. They did them brilliantly.
That's fantastic. Really, really lovely work. And I think what you've seen there, guys, is that by finding out about an architect... Whoops. Stop that thing. Oh, stop it and go away. I've got a bit of interference there. Sorry about that. Even though you were writing about architects and architecture, you were looking at architecture, you were looking at pictures, you were understanding the maths, you were understanding the writing. And that's why all this creativity, all the art that we're celebrating today on the Education Arts Festival, why it is so, so, so important. And I can't say enough that today we're going to be live streaming today. We're going to be live, believe it or not, on BBC Radio Shropshire at 11:30. So absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. We're going to have a fantastic day today. Thank you so much, everybody. I can't thank you enough for being so supportive today. I've got the video, I've got the satellite footage from Google's special satellite that they've set up for us so that we can see Ludlow, we can see the Clee Hill. Are you guys ready to see if this rocket is going to take off? Can we have those microphones undone, please? Because I'd like to have a big countdown and I'd like to hear you cheering. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Are we ready?
And counting. 15 seconds. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
And I'll keep you running and I'll keep you coming. Take me higher than I've ever been. Lift me up, take me there, keep me safe like a flare. Hurry up, now it's time. Take us higher we can climb and I'll keep on.
Taking you higher than you can climb. This is an amazing band called Titania, who are a band from Leeds. That's Luke. He's a teacher at Parklands Primary School, and he's let us use this song as the theme song to inspire all of you to aim not just high, but higher than high with your art, because we, your teachers, your parents, your community, are here to help you aim higher than high. And that's really all I wanted to say today. We're here today, we're talking about the UK Education Arts Festival. We're so excited about this, so excited to be part of this. What did you think of that, Carrie? Can we have your microphone off? Let's get the mum's view on all this.
It's very impressive.
Did you like
We're looking forward to it.
What was your favourite bit?
Might come and join you at the Fringe.
You might come and join us at the Fringe this whole month. You're going to move out, are you? Tell your husband you're moving out. Fantastic. And who are your children in the school?
So I've got Bryn in Miss Grant's class, and I've got Archie and Evie in Mr. Whitbread's class.
Fantastic. Well, it's absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for being part of this and for supporting this today. It really does mean a lot. What one thing do you take away from today as a parent? What's your advice to other parents who didn't see today? What would you tell them?
Oh, that's a difficult question. Just get involved, give your time, the stories,
Do you think
and share.
Do you think they're good messages? Time, stories and art? Do you buying into that?
Yeah, definitely.
Bless you. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Carrie. She's our brave mum today. She had no idea what she was setting herself up for. Last wave from all of you guys. Let's have you all waving up. Let's get you all up full screen. You can put your microphones on if you want to. I don't mind. Year 5. Lovely to see you all in year 5. We've got Oak up there as well. Let's get Oak up. Big wave for everybody in Oak. We've got everybody here having a fantastic time today. It's just wonderful. Who else have we got? Robins and Wrens. Let's get them up. Robins and Wrens. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get everybody. Oh, there's our trombone fan players. Big wave for everybody. We'll see you at Glastonbury. Oh, who have we got here? Miss Whitbread. We just have them, did we? Miss Smith, year 5. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to you all, because it's so hard. It really is so hard finding everybody. But thank you all so much. It's been lovely to see you all today, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for being here today. Play back the music. I'll see you soon. Thanks then. Bye bye everybody.
20 seconds and counting. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.